welcome to today's lesson. It's a lovely one today. It's called Cattle Call. Some people call it the Cowkeeper's Song. And if you're as old as me and you live in the UK, you might know it as the theme to the Woodentops. The Woodentops was a lovely old black and white children's TV puppet show. Dates back to the 50s. I used to watch it when I was a child, so I'm really aging myself here. But anyway, a lot of people think that the Norwegian composer Grieg wrote this. He actually didn't. It's actually a traditional Norwegian folk song that was collected by Ludvig Lindemann, and then who was a Norwegian as well. And then Grieg kind of got hold of it and put some nice harmonies to it and kind of made it his own. But anyway, it's a lovely tune, whatever. And we're going to play it on the English Concertina today. Now, if you've been going through these lessons in numerical order, this is probably the hardest one we've done so far. It's probably got the most in it, but it's probably the most interesting so far. We're in the key of G, and we're going to play 9 different notes. The key of G has got an F sharp in it, but we don't actually play that note. But the notes we do play in order from lowest to highest are as follows. So B on the right, C on the left, D on the right, G on the left, A on the right, B on the left, C on the right, D on the left, and E on the right. So I'll play those reasonably quickly. And those are the 9 notes that we're going to play during the course of this tune. So this song is supposed to be the farmer bringing his cows in at night time. So it's a sort of gentle, soothing, almost lullaby feel. So you've got to play it lots of feeling and very tenderly. And to help that feeling, I've put a little harmony in. Now, originally I was just playing it in single notes like this. And then I thought it sounded nice if I added this harmony. You might prefer just the single notes. If you do, don't play the notes in the brackets on my tablature. So to do this, you basically just glue your fingers together. I saw Martin, another English concertina teacher, on the net doing this. Just puts his 2 fingers together. So you're going to glue fingers 1 and 2 together. You're going to play G and B together. Now the B is the tune, the G is a little lower harmony. I'm going to play it twice. Then you come to the right hand side and you play A and C together. The C is the tune and the A is a lower harmony. Now you leave your finger on the B, so second finger stays on the B, and you bring your finger above onto the D. So this time on the left hand side you've got B and D. Okay, so far. So you now leave your second finger on the C, which becomes the harmony on the right hand side. The E above it becomes the tune. Go back to the D and B, back to the E and the C, back to the D and the B. Leave your finger on the B and you play B and G, and the B becomes the tune. So the harmony is all in thirds, very close harmony. I think that sounds really nice. And it's very, very close on the concertina. All the notes are very close together. Like that, you see? So you've got the tune and a little harmony to it. So there's sort of mini chords, if you like. As I say, if you don't like that, just play the single notes. The timing of that, well, it's the first tune that we've done in 6/8. And 6/8 is what we call compound duple time, which sounds horrendously complicated. Yes, you are counting in sixes, fairly sort of briskly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you hear I'm accenting the 1 and the 4. That's because the duple of that compound duple bit means that it's 2 main groups, and they fall on the count of 1 and the count of 4. Well, the start of them does anyway. So you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a compound just means a mixture. So it's a mixture of kind of 3s and 2s. It feels like a fast 3/4, doesn't it? Like a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But it's actually 6, 8. Don't worry if you don't understand this time signature business. Just count it in 6s. The cells on the tablature will tell you where to play the notes. And in fact, you come in on beat 6. So you count it in with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in that second bar, you've got a pair of notes on each beat of the bar. In the third bar, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the B and the D are held for the first 3 beats of the bar. The B and the G are held for beats 4 and 5. You play the B on beat 6 of that bar to lead you into the next single note section, which goes like this. It goes twice that section. A couple of things to say here. So the timing is 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you go into your harmony section again. Now I noticed playing this the other day that when I play this pushing then pulling, or pulling then pushing, because you're using different reeds of course, on the push and the pull, or the press and the draw, you get a different tone. You can hear it's subtle, isn't it? It's not really obvious, but obviously they are different bits of metal vibrating, and no 2 bits of metal are exactly the same, no two bits of wood are exactly the same. So you do get a subtle, well I do anyway on this National Concertina, you do get a subtle change of tone, which I really like. And I tend to, when I pull that, if I'm pulling it, I pull it a little bit harder than I pushed it, if you know what I mean. And so you get a lovely change of tone. Then we have our lovely 2-part harmony again. That takes us to the end of bar 1 on page 2, and we have this little pattern. Now we've got D, B, B, A, G is the tune. So we have, there's that low C, and then we bring our finger up from the C to the G. G is the tune, and we put a low B in as a harmony. All the harmonies, all the, if you like, the non-essential notes are in brackets. So you have. Now, so that run down all on the left hand side there, D, B, G, D, B, G, and again you can, you know, push it, pull it, or pull it and push it, whichever way around it falls, to get the change of tone. And then right at the end of the one but last bar of that second page, going to page 3, you've got D, B, B, C, B, D, 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 G, G, G. Now you're repeating notes there, but this is so slow you can use the same finger to play the note. I'll deal with this changing the fingers on the same button in another lesson. So we have timing is 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the G, well, the third G you play in that first bar of page 3 is held for 2 beats. Then we're kicking off this next section with the D again. D, B, C, D, B, D, D, G, G, G. And to finish, B, G, G, D, and then you add that B. So the timing is 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you'd start again. And what happens on the end there, you've got the low D, and you add that B halfway through those 6 beats as a low harmony. So there we are, that is Cattle Call, or the theme to the Woodentops if you prefer. And that is the end of today's lesson, and I hope you enjoyed it.